Whenever we consult someone with diabetes with their family, the commonest complaint what people say is the person eats a lot, like the patient with diabetes eats a lot. Now in this video what we are going to see is the psychology behind food craving. Hi, this is Dr. Venugopal, yoga and naturopathy consultant and a diabetes researcher. Right, now talking about food craving. Today we are going to see only the psychology behind it, not the physiology behind it. We can see it sometime later regarding the physiology of it. Now talking about the psychology of eating, one common instance which would come in our mind is going to a movie theater. So whenever we are going to a movie theater, the first thing what comes in our mind, especially while eating, is the popcorn. So why do we eat popcorn whenever we are going to a movie theater? Why do we eat popcorn? Is it because we are hungry? No, definitely not. It is because of the food cue. The cue which we set in our mind whenever we think of a movie theater, immediately the cue what we set is the popcorn, right? So this is what we call as cue, C-U-E, cue. And this food cue is very strong. It is happening in every single aspect of our life. Right? So because of the abundance, because of the presence of certain food is what is tempting us to eat that. It's not even the taste. I mean, just forget about the taste, because there's some study called the stale popcorn test or stale popcorn study. What they did is they gave stale popcorns to the people who are watching movie during the interval time. The lights were off. They were immersed in the movie, so they kept eating the stale popcorn without even knowing it is not tasting good. After the movie, they were just asked like, how was the movie and how was the snacks and other things, and they say like everything is fine, and popcorn is good as well. They did not find any difference in that. So we are not even eating for the taste. What is the one which is prompting us to eat popcorns in the theaters is the same thing which is prompting us to eat more or to eat more of snacks whenever we are at home, right? So this is what we call as food cue. Because of the habit formation, we do it again and again. I mean, there's this beautiful book called Atomic Habits. In that book, so what they say is how to promote a good habit or a healthy habit, on how to reduce our interest towards habits which are pulling us down. So in these two examples, so negative habits in the sense we might probably want to see watch less of television and mobile usage. Why do we watch more of television at home is because our remote is easily accessible. So the remote is generally in the sofa wherever we sit and watch television, or it could be right immediately below the television. So it's easily accessible. Whenever we see the remote, we feel like watching television, isn't it? So whenever we watch mobile, we feel like just taking and scrolling it through just to see whether we have got any notification and stuffs. Now to reduce this television watching habit, what is suggested is place the remote in somewhere like which is not immediately next to television or the place wherever you are sitting. Say for example, put it in a cupboard in your living room, put it in a cupboard in your bedroom. So you have to go to the bedroom, open your cupboard, take the remote and then watch the television. So what happens in this period is the interest to watch television slowly deters, because you have to do some other task to watch the television, one thing. And then the next thing is, to make it even more intense, what he says is remove the battery from the remote and put it aside. So if you're going to watch television, now you have to take the battery for the remote, put it in the remote, then take it from the cupboard, bring it to your living room or your hall or wherever you are having your television, and then watch television. So what happens through all this process, we don't feel like watching television until and unless it's a very important program. We are not going to kill time watching television doing all this process. On the flip side, just imagine if you want to do yoga, where is your yoga mat? Have you put it in the cupboard? So your mind, why is that lethargy? Why is that inertia? Initial inertia is because you have to move all the way to your bedroom, open the cupboard, take the yoga mat, and few have even put it on the loft. So you have to climb the loft, get it down, and then use it. Like this is kind of a tedious process. Similarly, if you are doing like muscle training at your home, and if you have dumbbells with you, all these dumbbells would be somewhere lying like far inside or somewhere on top or wherever. It will not be in the room in which you are spending most of the time, like your hall or your living room as such. Likewise, like your jogging shoes, if it's somewhere locked, every day morning you should just go and pick that shoes and then put. It's a time consuming process. It is not like it's because of our laziness or anything of that sort. It is all about cues, right? The cues, what you see, you tend to do more. Okay? The same thing is applicable for our psychology behind eating as well. So whenever a food is readily available, we tend to consume it more. Now, why is this like increased calorie consumption in the past 20 to 30 years? Is because of the plenty of restaurants available, plenty of snacks and chats and so many other things. Food is now readily available when compared to 20 or 30 years back. Now, sweets are delicacies generally used somewhere around like Diwali time 30 years back. But now sweets are available at every street corner. So because of more it is available, and we tend to consume it more. And another important thing is associating food with happiness, especially associating sweets with happiness. Whenever there's a celebration, like whenever there's a birthday or what is a wedding anniversary and this, that, everything, we tend to give sweet and share that happiness. Now, the happiness, whenever it has been whenever it has been cued to the sweets, generally the sweet and happiness, we tend to think like sweet gives happiness when it is completely the other way around, right? So just cue your food with healthier option, with health, rather than considering it for emotion and emotional things. So food should give you health. Because of health, you should get happiness. Whenever you're going for a party, always choose for healthier food options. Always, party, we all know, like just this one sweet alone. One sweet is not going to increase your sugar level. One rasgulla is not going to increase your sugar level. Like one more rasgulla is not going to increase yes, it is going to increase your sugar levels, right? Tell them it is going to increase your sugar level. So instead, what you can do is go for healthier option, go for more of salad and other things. Food is the one important thing which gives you health. Always associate food with health and not food with emotions. What if I not take that rasgulla which my friend is offering, which my uncle, auntie or whomever is giving or offering me? If I am saying no to that, will they get hurt? So for not hurting them, you are taking that rasgulla, hurting yourself. Fine. It's a very, very, very thin line between this and that. It's not about hurting them. It is about your health. It's about your health. Please do not attach emotions with food. Attach health with food. Okay, so the main psychology behind eating is how you are associating your food, or on what you are associating your food with. Do not associate your food with emotions. Always think food is the one which gives you health. So whenever there are two options, whether you go for the positive or the negative one, put the emotion aside. Always go for health and healthier options. Okay, so if you or your spouse or any of your family members, whom do you think are consuming more of snacks or food items for that matter after their meals, after finishing their meals, that is because the food is available, snacks are available excess at home. Please do not do that. Please do not have any excess snacks at your home, and that is the main reason why the person is associating the food, the availability of food with the need for food. Both are completely different, right? So this is about the psychology behind eating, psychology behind overeating. The physiology behind overeating it's completely different and interesting as well. So in the future videos, we'll have a look at that as well. Okay, bye for now. Thank you.